Welcome to the Reef. Welcome to this wet fish film odyssey. We are diving the Stacks Reef on the southernmost tip of the Isle of Man, UK. Most, if not all of you, watching this film will have never seen this reef before. We are here because of the Isle of Man diving charters and because the weather today has played ball. We have tried for the past 3 days and it's been a no-go. This reef could be your reef, or any old reef anywhere in the world. This reef is totally unprotected, so anything can happen to it at any time, and almost no one will know. If no one knows, then certainly no one will care about it. Possibly all those tiny little changes you make to your life are protecting this reef and many reefs around the world. It may not seem to matter, but believe me, it's the difference between survival and extinction for many of the creatures you're about to see. Perhaps this reef should be a Natural World Heritage Site that should be listed and protected from us and all that we do or don't do. My hope this generation will become the guardians of such places for generations to come. Please, if you have any influence whatsoever in the world, press for it to happen, please. As you can see, the stacks are very different from any other reef we have dived on the Isle of Man. No massive rock faces, but huge rocks of between 50 and 5,000 tons, literally all over the seabed. Remnants of the Ice Age from 10 to 12,000 years ago. We dived it at slack water. It was gentle with us. Slack water means when there is little or no tide running. Water is clean and clear. At this time of year, the water is heated by the long summer days, so it's around 15 degrees centigrade. Pollution appears very low. The tide will run fast when it's not slack, so high volumes of clean water lead to high volumes of life that love this habitat and those conditions. Generally, at this depth, 20 metres, colours are muted. At these latitudes on Earth, the light is filtered out by the depth of water. However, my camera lights show you what this underwater hidden world looks like. Don't be fooled by this spiny starfish. It's a major predator, and dead or alive, you're on the menu. It's as hard as rock on the upper side. As a result, has armoured protection. On the underside, sensors and legs to find prey. The female cuckoo wrasse, dressed to impress in her peachy colours and black and white tail. Unmistakable male cuckoo wrasse in his bright blue and peachy striped coat generally has in tow 2 or 3 females. They run together. Should the male die or be lost, a female may change sex and become a male. Cuckoo wrasse, one of this latitude's most colourful fish. This female but her peachy coat, black and white tail marking is unmistakable. She shadows me looking for a free meal. Anything I accidentally disturb, and she is in like a shot, and it's gone. If you look closely, to my right there is a female cuckoo wrasse hunting. You can see behind me the structure of the stacks and the local terrain. Every rock is covered on top with sugar kelp. The sides have anemones of almost every type. The bottom, again, anemones and sponges. A myriad of colours and textures. Around the female cuckoo wrasse, you'll see white blobs in the water, a little bit like snow. This is plankton. This is the base of the whole food chain that provides the food for this life and colour we are seeing. Looking to my right, you will witness this overhang. I never see it in real time. You will, if ever you see it, it will be rare on screen. You can see every centimetre of the reef is covered in life. Greys, blues and peachy colours jump out at you. These are the signs of a diverse and very healthy reef. The fish are healthy and ready to breed. Here a great example, the ballan wrasse. Checking me out and hoping I disturb some food from the bottom. We dive in dive buddy pairs for safety. This is my buddy Les Roos. He's never far away, as I am for him. Should something go wrong, we're close at hand. The edible crab has a large oval shell with distinctive pie crust edging. It's armoured with weapons, large claws to the front, used for defence, to hold and kill prey items when feeding. Generally, it's a scavenger feeder, congregating on dead carcasses or whatever there is there to eat. In moving along the reef, I come across a large congregation of stunning female cuckoos. You can bet this is good feeding ground, a super place to attract a male and start the next generation. Once inside and looking out from the overhang, you can see why the fish are here. Every surface is covered in organisms. This habitat is clean and well balanced. Untold numbers of species and individuals. Life is thriving. It's not often I find myself in the home of the common lobster. This one is a good size. Sadly, there hasn't been many on the Isle of Man reefs. I can't honestly think why. It seems like the perfect home. But why are they absent? It looks very healthy. Has a disease in the near past been the reason? Or perhaps human overfishing? I am stopped quite literally in my tracks and I witness a red cushion star, the first and only one I have seen on the Isle of Man. Again, it makes you wonder why. We don't fish this species and therefore we don't eat it. Perhaps there is something missing in this habitat that we can't see. Here, at the start of a small overhang and reef, edible crabs, one after the other, and a male velvet swimming crab holding on to a small female below. We are at the height of the breeding season, so he is protecting both their futures in terms of their offspring. There are few finer sights in UK waters, or anywhere else for that matter. They are all swaying in the passing current, feeding. As you can see here, they accumulate in large numbers and colour varieties. When contracted, digesting their food, when there is little or no tide, they look like a coloured lump. When out, they are feeding and passing food along its feathery tentacles and one after another into its mouth. Watch the snowstorm of plankton. This is why life is here. If the water were polluted, all this would vanish. All the life that depends on it goes too. Is this what we really want because we're unprepared to live in balance with our planet? Perhaps if we can't change, then it has consequences for us all. When we learn to live in balance with this planet, everything else lives in balance too. And it will be here for future generations of all life. The choice is ours. We are coming to the end of this incredible dive. The life and diversity has been spectacular. We now need to off-gas, as we have been breathing air at the pressure of the water surrounding us, to bring us back into balance with the atmosphere above the water, and not suffer decompression sickness. The buoy makes it easy and helps the boat above see where we are, a double safety return for our efforts. My hope for the future, the Isle of Man finds a way to protect these incredible waters, and it'll be a win-win for everybody. With thanks to the Isle of Man Diving Charters, Reading BSAC, my buddy Les Roos, music by Dan Hennig and Chris Zabriskie. I am Tony Howells, filmmaker. This was a Wetfish Films Odyssey. I hope you've enjoyed watching this film as much as we did diving and making it. I hope you want to protect this planet and our home as much as I do.